Wednesday the 6th of July 2011. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. My name's Chris Reardon, a daily 10-minute chat show. Bad news to start with, boys and girls. Now, you remember yesterday we had 8 things to do with bicarbonate of soda. Well, here is the bicarbonate of soda. Fag Ashley, well, I hope you're looking now. Is this the right stuff? Because I did, as you suggested, where is it now? Let me see on this bit of paper here. Soak tea or coffee stained mugs with bicarb dissolved in water overnight and they will come out squeaky clean. Well, I did that as soon as we finished yesterday's show. So it actually been 24 hours. I filled up a cup with cold water. Well, I put some bicarbonate of soda in, I don't know, about 2 teaspoons, I suppose. Filled it up with water, left it overnight, and look, filthy dirty. So that obviously hasn't... Oh, dear. Just a bit water's gone everywhere now. All over my accounts, dear. Oh, God's sake. Nothing's easy, is it? The water's... Never mind. So that hasn't worked. Now, usually, the way I clean out cups is to put a very small bit of bleach in, and that clears them out. The bicarb of soda hasn't worked. Maybe I didn't put enough in. I don't know. Maybe I should have used boiling water. Should I? I've no idea. So what have I done there, Lil, please? It hasn't worked, dear. Look at the stains on this cup. It's disgusting. Disgusting. So I'm going to have to clean those again now. Dear, dear me. So that hasn't worked. I gather Nick, our cabbie, was watching yesterday's show, and he has stated, I think, that he's going to try the rocket launching thing. So he needs bicarbonate of soda. What was it, Anil? Bicarbonate of soda, malt vinegar, and a bottle. And he's gonna try and make a rocket and film it for this programme. It's fantastic. Everyone's joining in. This is what we want. So good luck with that, Nick, and do let us know how it goes, okay? The email address, if you ever want to send an email in, or indeed maybe a couple of minutes of your own video. Maybe you'd like to make your own little video and send that in. We might show it, although we cannot give a prize for anything. There are no prizes here, not here in the Mirrorball. We're inside in the Mirrorball studios today, incidentally, because just outside watering the plants, and guess what? It started to rain. There was a minor disaster in the garden today. One of my tomato plants I don't know what it is, but those tomato plants have got ever so big this year, very quickly. Has anyone else noticed that? It's a good year for tomatoes. Anyway, one of them's got so big that even though it was tied to a stick, the stick has broken and the tomato was bent over. Now, I don't think it was damaged, but they're very, very delicate, really, tomato plants. So I've got my fingers crossed. I've stood it back up again and put a couple of those plant tyre things around another stick, and hopefully that'll sort it out. But very, very big tomato plants. I was just down at Sainsbury's Homebase earlier. My best friend Ron is round today. He's doing a little bit of painting at the front of the house for me. Because I hate DIY. I hate painting and wallpapering. I hate all of that. So he's come around to do a little bit of painting for me. And before he started that, we thought we'd have a look at the plants in Sainsbury's Homebase, as well as to get the paint from there. And, you know, it's a shame. They were as dry as a bone. These plants outside is it Sainsbury's Homebase or just Homebase now? I can never remember. Outside Homebase, and indeed in the garden area, they were absolutely bone dry. All the leaves were wilting. And you know what? I told 3 people that the plants were dry. I told this boy in the garden centre, who said, that's okay, it's all we know about it. It's in hand, someone's going to do that. We told someone on the till, and we told a boy outside who had a Sainsbury's jacket on but claimed that they were, quote, nothing to do with him. And after half an hour in the shop and looking around and come back out, and they still hadn't been watered. You know, actually, they would have sold me more plants had they looked better than what they were. All wilting and absolutely as dry as bone. Terrible. So thumbs down there for Sainsbury's Homebase. I mean, really, to be honest, if you're going to buy plants, you want to go to a garden centre, boys and girls. Don't buy them from a supermarket. They do not look after them. I'm sorry, they really don't. I've got a feeling B&Q look after them because, of course, B&Q is staffed by quite a lot of elderly people, sort of over 55, and they know these things, you see. You know, they know that these plants have got to be very, very helpful to people in B&Q, so that's all good. Right. I've got a cup of tea today because I've got a throat as dry as anything. I'm a bit late recording the show because I've been down the Homebase, as I say. Hello to... Oh, I've lost my papers now. There we are. Hello to Jessie BT, who writes in via YouTube. Don't forget you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. If you subscribe to me on there, every time there's a new show comes out, you get a little email. Make sure you tick the box, all right? youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK is my YouTube, and just click the subscribe button there. Jessie BT says, well, you have to have Miss Katie. And you are a delightful person just by being yourself. That's why we watch. Is it really? Oh, you say nice things. Thank you, Jessie Beatty. I'm sure you're nicer than me. You're definitely nicer than me. Hello to my good friend Carl, who's in Manchester. I didn't know you were watching the show, Carl. Do you watch all of them? Or do you just sort of dive in and out as you please? Do you just have a little show here and there to keep your Chris Reardon mind topped up? Carl says, on the subject of the cooking the other day, I love cooking from scratch. Well, you didn't say that, did you? You could have come round here and done me a meal now and again. You know, would have been very nice. What sort of stuff do you cook, Carl? Is it like English or all stuff or a specific type? You don't do that carte, whatever it is, where you get the tiny portions, do you? I mean, what is the point of that? I've said this on the show before. You go to these really posh restaurants, like £200 for a meal, and there's only like a little dollop of something in the middle of the plate with gravy drizzled around the outside. £200. You're so hungry you have to have a burger afterwards. You don't do all that, do you, Carl? Good, wholesome cooking. We want decent-sized portions, dear. We do like a big portion. Thank you very much. I gather you do as well. Hello to Neptune, who says, great show, Chris, on Monday. Your chilli looked really good. Yeah, it was actually. It was very, very nice. It was a little bit hot, it was. I had to have the old glass of orange next to me. I've only got tea today. Mm. I really am very dry at the moment. Let me finish this and we'll carry on. Mm. Oh, a cup of tea. Mm. Oh, God. Yeah, the chilli looks really good. Well, Neptune, you know, I would have sent you some in the post, but it probably would have gone off by the time it got there. I managed to make... That big pot lasted me actually 4 meals altogether, which is quite nice. And actually, I stopped doing the rice as well. I just had the chilli on its own with a nice bit of sprinkled cheese on the top. Chilli with corn, of course, okay? Neptune says, you need some veggie hot dogs to go with it. Well, I don't know about going with it, but on their own, they'll probably be all right. I remember the cat I had years ago. I was talking about cats, and my cat bought me a mouse, didn't it? No, a bird the other day. And he says, I remember the cat I had years ago would bring a mouse to my mum and she would start yelling. Oh, poor cat. It's only it doesn't think it's doing any wrong. That's the trouble. The cat thinks it's giving you a little present by bringing you in bits and pieces. Thank you, Neptune. Matty Birdie Yo-Yo says, hi, Chris. I think you should upload videos of you cooking, just like MasterChef or Ready Steady Cook. This could be your breakthrough into your pursuit of a BBC career. Actually, that's a good idea. I will do some videos of me perhaps doing the chilli, okay? Next time I do chilli, we'll do a show from the kitchen. But as for cooking shows on the television, I'm sorry, I just don't get on with those at all. I mean, why do you want to watch someone cooking in the kitchen? I mean, I know you want to watch me doing it, and I will do it. But it's never really appealed to me, cooking on the television. There was, years ago, in the 1970s, a programme from New Zealand, actually, that used to be on, I think it was on Thames Television, called The Galloping Gourmet. Does anyone remember that? Oh, it was so funny. It was funny, you see, and he was running around the kitchen doing these bits and pieces, and at the end he'd invite someone over and a guest, and they'd eat the meal and comment on it, and he'd go, like that. The Galloping Gourmet. Anyone remember that one? Eh? Do let us know if you do. Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Do you like cooking shows on the telly? I mean, it really bores me to tears, cooking shows. Do you like them? Let me know if you do, okay? Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Shaun writes on the subject of me cutting the hedge, because I'm saying there are bits of it now that it's just not straight, and there are thick branches now that my hedge thing won't cut through, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with this. Shaun says, no worries, Chris. Don't be worried about attacking your hedge. They're extremely hard to kill. I massacred mine when I moved from 9 foot to 4 foot. Really? Well, that's a bit of a drop, isn't it? 9 foot to 4 foot, I don't know. Hello to Robin, aka Lizzie Drip, a drag queen that I shall be working with on Thursday nights for the next few weeks. On the subject of the flannelette sheets, you remember I only put them away last week. I'm very late this year with those flannelette sheets. I've just got the nice cotton ones on the bed now. And Robin wrote, my flannelettes were packed away 3 weeks ago. Well, you're ahead of me then, aren't you? It was getting rather warm in that bed with those flannelette sheets, I must admit. Shaun Riches, our little friend Shaun Riches. Hello, Shaun. On the subject of Virgin Internet, and writes, Virgin is the best internet. We are with them, so am I, and I find the service is pretty good. The service is pretty good. We were also talking about neighbours the other day, and Shaun says, good neighbours, but if you treat them how you want to be treated, they will treat you how they want to treat. What is he going? I don't know what he's going on about, this boy now. I actually have very good neighbours here, Shaun, fantastic neighbours, and I like to think that they can't hear my music or indeed my programmes, unless of course they choose to listen to them. Shaun also writes on the subject of coming to my karaoke nights. He wish he could come to my karaoke nights, but he needs to be 18. Yes, another few years to wait, I'm afraid, Shaun. I'll try and keep them going for as long as possible, so that you'll be able to come to. I'd love to have you at one of my karaoke nights. Bring your mum as well. That'd be nice. Finally today, a little gift has arrived from my best friend Ron. You may remember he bought me this nodding shake. Right, at the same time, while he was in Dubai, something he bought but they forgot to pack it is this. A little nodding lady with a yashmak on. Isn't that fun? So I've got the whole set now, and these can sit in my living room forever and ever. What do you think of the show so far? Rubbish! Thanks for watching and listening. Don't forget you can join in by email. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye now.